Happy day and welcome to the Susan&SoullasHomestead. Please follow, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff. Check out our other videos. Here today is the experimental horizontal hive. The end of the season inspection. We had a little concern because check out our other video about the dangers of leaving on a hornet mouse guard. As the drones are dying, it got piled up and we had bees dying and now they're thriving. But we're concerned that there's a bunch at the bottom and we want to look in the experimental horizontal hive and make sure that they are making comb, and if not, we'll plug it up for the winter and clean out any dead bees that may be in the bottom. All right, so here we go to start. Make sure you're prepared. This is a cheap shelf from Costco. And we put the box on there. You add those little shelf brackets so you can hang trays. One other thing that we're going to learn today, because it becomes confusing, is get a magic marker and label the trays so you know you put them back properly. It could really cost the bees a lot of trouble or a lot of extra work. Okay, here we go. First, since it's probably going to be the least troublesome for them, and here's the bee guard. Let's see, let me get it from this way. That was causing the problems. It was cut from a much larger one and we had it screwed on with one screw. They propolised it and all the bees got stuck in there. So here we go. Let's check. The top is stuck to it. I'm going to just put it right to the side. One of the advantages of making it a little bigger. And just so show you what's going on in there. Well, we open it, doesn't look like there are bees in there. What we did is run an 1.5 inch pipe that was through the both and sealed them together as an experimental, easy to use horizontal hive. I can smell the propolis. It doesn't smell like the death it did in the past for us. And let me see if well, I guess this is going to be the better angle. We're going to pull out these trays. One of the things you want to do, and we didn't do it this time because we were in a rush and concerned, is see how much extra space is between here and here, and then there's nothing in there. Try to put all the extra space evenly, because then when you're taking it out, it makes it so much easier to get the trays out and they're not all bound together usually. So that said, I'm going to twist it and break it to seal. And then we'll separate these guys. Come on, ladies. I don't know. This side of the box, I'm just saying, it doesn't look that busy.
That side, right?
At all. Well, that's understandable, but even look at the bees. Normally they're booking around and doing all sorts of stuff. These ladies aren't doing too much of anything.
No, much happening.
I mean, there's a little comb building there. But I think we're going to do away with this whole box for the winter time, because I think at this point it's not really doing too much. Oh, they are building comb there though, huh? All right, let's turn it this way. We'll make that decision and keep it the same. I broke my rule. Magic markers here. So one of the easy ways we're going to do it for our own mind is put L and R, and then we're going to label them 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I think I just crushed somebody. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Standard large Landstrom hive, 10 frame deep. So it's not looking too good in there, but we're going to start pulling these out because we definitely want to make sure that there's not a bunch of dead bees in the bottom that need to be cleaned out. It's causing problems. And these little ladies think so. We're going to got another box right here, and we're going to, you see, we're going to pull them out, and we have an extra box set up right on the side, and keep everything in order. Ooh, I kind of smell it from here. I think there's a lot of dead bees at the bottom, and I don't think this horizontal hive is working. We tried to put some better comb in here to see that maybe they would use it as an experiment. Really haven't.
Need your tool.
Okay, tool's right there. And once again, without jinxing ourselves, but Carniola bees are some of the most delightful bees that we've ever had the pleasure of knowing. They're very docile. And there's really no bees on that. It's easy to take back out. But as if this was a hive full of comb, obviously we'd be being much more gentle. But we're still going to get in the habit of labeling stuff, because in the craziness of the bees, and just to show you what I was talking about before we put it back on, if this was the box, you would be evening your slack or excess so it's even here, so you can crack them in the future. Now let's peek inside and see what we got going on. Ooh, that's some, let me see if I can zoom in. I'm right in the bees. That's some stinky ass bees down there. All right, we're gonna crack that open. You can't really see, but you're gonna see. And then we're gonna probably close up this side. I think the failure is there wasn't enough spaces. Like, I needed to cut a big hole instead of just a pipe throughway. But it was an interesting experiment. So this is gonna be a little ghetto, but unfortunately, I didn't think too much on removal and thought it was just going to work. So now I'm going to have to kind of tip the whole box up, and they aren't going to be happy because everything is glued together. Here goes. Oh, that's disgusting. Okay, pretty lady. Okay, what I need you to do is I guess it didn't fall down anyway. All right, so this is a bad thing. Total, I would say it's a big failure for a horizontal hive. This is the bottom. They couldn't get them back out. I guess they needed a reason to get over, and they seem to be dying. I don't know if you could see, but there's also some, I saw some signs of hive beetles. I don't see any signs of varroamite, mold, or anything like that. But we're gonna shake it out, clean this up. Oh, definitely hive beetles. Okay. Cleaned up, lickety split. Now we're gonna try to look at them, trying to get rid of the drones. Let's put this back together just to. You know what? No, we're not. We're going to leave this out for now. And hopefully the bees will get out of there. And then go over to the other side. Yeah, they're not doing anything. In fact, no, I mean, I was just going to stuff this in there.
What's that?
Plastic bag?
Oh, do you have anything not plastic?
Yes, I have blue tape right here. I'm going to put over the hole. If you feel like getting a drill, doing that, go for it. I don't think it's a good idea or necessary. But if you just put a little blue tape there. And no, I guess you're going to cut it out. Okay. Come on, get out of the way. Okay. Now we're going to get into the nitty-gritty. I'm going to run out of space. And really see what's going on in here. Okay. Chewy. I know we brought a little broom over. Can I have that little sweeper, Susan? And then we're going to sweep out. I don't need the thing. Just a little sweeper. I'm going to sweep out these dead bees that fell inside. Get them. Okay. Now we have a place to put this. And this side looks much healthier. Use your tool to pop the cover. One of the things you're going to want to do is after you break the seal is twist it. Because if you lift it up, honeycomb or trays may lift up. But if you just lift it a teeny tiny and start turning it, you can feel the ooze separate. Alright. So they look pretty happy?
No, there's some activity.
Now, what are we going to do with this? We're going to put this just across here temporarily. And now, oh yeah, let's take a peek at that. This is our honeycomb boxes. And you can't really see in there. I don't know if you can. Let me see if I can zoom in there, but they're called Ross rounds. And they're little round boxes that the honeybees